Hello, everybody. Welcome to RPG Cast, episode 812 for the week of May 9th, 2026. I'm Chris Privateer. I am not gone this week. I'm back home from my business trip. I'm bringing you this week's show about RPG stuff, right? Yay, RPGs. Yay.
Yay, RPGs.
Woo.
Reports of your death were highly exaggerated.
You got it. I have Sam Wachter or Marcello. I actually don't ever remember.
Either's fine.
Either or. Okay. We have Sam Asterix.
I mean, for the purposes of the website,
yeah,
we professionally go by Wachter.
Wachter is here. Dr. Wachter.
Dr. Wachter.
So I guess we can... You've been associating with Tim Hortons lately, I hear?
Yes.
Yeah?
We just completed our Tim Hortons Smile Cookie campaign. We still don't know how much we've made, but the campaign itself apparently has made over $23 million across Canada.
Very good.
Which is fantastic. It means it helps a lot of different charities and a lot of different community groups. So, it was a huge success. I made some ugly-ass cookies.
But they were tasty, though.
Oh, they were tasty.
Okay.
But they were very strict about it. They need to have a nice smile. And I was like, okay. So mine looked very questionable.
I was just... My biggest concern about that is, do they force you to eat Tim Hortons products?
No.
Because okay, good. Because I just don't... I appreciate the charity, but, they're not on the top of my list, No,
it's, again, more... We just are trying to, get people to buy the cookies so that we get the money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
And the hope is that we can do some nice things for the library with that Timmy's money.
Timmy's money.
Especially because, as we all know... What? As we all know, governments are cutting everything. I mean, it doesn't matter. So,
what they do.
Support the things you like.
Before they're the things you remember.
Before you have to go to Tim Hortons to get money.
and hey,
I mean, it's still better than going to Tim Hortons and getting coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I actually agree with that. The only thing I enjoy from Timmy's is I like the cookies, because cookies are actually pretty good.
Okay.
They are.
And the
that's
chili is yummy.
Is that? Never did much for the Timmy's chili. And
It's got mushrooms in it.
Yeah. And I mean, now Timmy's is also doing specialty Timbits for FIFA World Cup, which I don't know.
I mean, this
Andy,
is the same
if you
company
saw the new
that
flavors.
Didn't they also do
Timmy's
specialty Timbits for frickin' Justin Bieber?
They did.
So,
they also have collabs with Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, so that's a better one. But
anytime that a Canadian team faces Boston in the NHL playoffs, they rename the Boston Cream Donuts to whatever the team name is, and they put the sprinkles of the color of that team on.
Yes.
So it was if it's like Boston versus Vancouver, they become Vancouver creams, and they have blue and green sprinkles on it.
All right, I got it on the screen right now. By the way, that's Andi Privateer. Hi, Andy. We have Tim's Taste of the Globe on the stream right now, and we have 2 cream-filled Timbits, which I didn't even know was a thing.
No, they're not as common, but
and then 2 other ones. And I'm glad they have the flag next to what they're supposed to be, because honestly, without this flag, I have no idea why this Timbit over here would be the French one. Or this is the Mexican one, and this is the Canadian one. At least is
not
red.
Mexican, it's Brazil.
That's Brazil. I'm so sorry. I don't know the flags. What's the bottom middle?
Italy, Brazil, France.
No, no, I had Italy right. Okay,
you had Italy right.
I confused Italy with Mexico because I'm an idiot. All right, so Italy, Brazil, France, Canada. Where is Mexico then?
No, again, it's just those 4 flavors.
Why is this the entire globe?
I'm not sure, because it's one of those. Who knows? Maybe Timmy's during different rounds.
Oh, here we go.
They'll have different ones, right?
We've got to review them. Okay, the firework Timbit, quote, all right, cake Timbit stuffed with Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't found that.
That sounds
one,
like that'd be a firecracker one.
That it's called firework. Cappuccino, pretty good. Cappuccino flavor is present and subtle. The flavor overall was the nicest in my opinion. Creme brulee chocolate. Okay, that's why that was French. Okay. So, all right. Nothing special. Basically, slightly sweeter chocolate glaze. Cream filling was pretty good. Basically, just Boston cream custard. And then finally, the lime. Disgusting. Some people might like it, but it's basically the honey timbit filled with a bit of custard, and the custard is flavored like artificial lime.
Yeah.
So that's the one for Andi.
I haven't found any of these yet out in the wild. Like, one of our patrons at the library yesterday was like, I found the cappuccino one. And then she ate it in front of me. And then she was like, this is just okay.
You can't just go and get a box full of just these?
You
Is
can.
it a prize?
I haven't been to Tim's.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Since having to go deal with Smile Cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Because after that, why would I want to go near the Tim's?
You guys are making me hungry.
Sorry.
Oh, that's Kelley Ryan. Hi, Kelley.
Hi. Been infecting your ears for 10 years.
Well, and it rhymes. Who else is here? Matt's here. Hi.
Hi.
Wow, less enthusiasm.
I've only been infecting your ears for 8 years.
Wait, which Matt are you? Mason?
Mason.
There you go.
Mason. Right. Okay. That's why I was down. I couldn't remember your last name, and it made me feel bad.
That's all right, Chris. You'll love this one. So, you called me Playtime.
Yeah.
For years, and
because it looks like your name, your username looks like someone trying to say Playtime, but very cutely with like numbers and stuff. All right.
Somebody tagged me on, I don't know, and was like, "Oh, I've been saying Platy M3 all this time. Was I wrong?"
Yes. Thank you, whoever you are.
I was like, "Oh man." Okay.
I found out this week why there's an M3 on the end of it.
Oh, yes, Sam. Not Sam. Pause did find that out.
You're not going to tell us, though? You're just teasing us?
Oh. Well, my last name's Mason.
Uh-huh.
We said that. Mm-hmm. And I am the third.
Yes, he is Matthew Mason the third.
Now we're fully doxed. All right.
And if my great-grandfather, who I grew up next to, he was literally the house next door, if his middle name was different, I would have been the fourth, because we had 4 generations of Matthew all out there doing yard work some Saturdays and Sundays. We all lived on the same block.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I like that.
It was, although I will tell you, that is why my sons are not named Matthew. There's no Matthew in the next generation.
You could add Matthew, and your other son, Matthew.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The George Foreman way.
Matthew, and Matthew.
My first year teaching, I had a Clovis the fourth.
That's
and
an
when I met
one.
his dad, and I'm like, well, he doesn't seem any older than like 40. And they're like, oh, no, he isn't. He just had a whole family in his 20s, got divorced, and started a new family in his 30s. And so, yeah, he's got he's Clovis Watson Jr., and he's got a Clovis a third and fourth. I'm like, oh, got it. Foreman style.
Yeah, I didn't know that George Foreman died last year.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Well, you probably should have kept up on Boxing Cast.
I was watching a King of the Hill retrospective, and they showed his guest appearance, and it was like, yeah, R.I.P. George Foreman, 2019. I was like, what? Because I guess Luann fought his daughter in the series.
Yep.
Like,
As one does.
I hate it when I find out about a celebrity death via random YouTube video. Oh, R.I.P. George.
May your Foreman grills.
I was going to say, I mean, he's survived by about 10 million grills and 4 kids with the same name.
Somehow we ended up with a George Foreman grill, and I have no idea how.
Do you use it?
No.
You could throw it out.
I think I ended up goodwilling it.
Good for you. It's fine. It's a double-sided grill. I think that's a useful thing.
It is, yeah. We got a bigger one, like so we could do paninis and everything on it.
There you go.
Panini press.
It's just just a sandwich press, but like
it's a sandwich press. It's got flat the other way, so you can use
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. I can pop those off, which makes them infinitely more easy to clean than
the actual George
Foreman grill.
It was so bad. It was so
horrible.
hard to clean.
Let me just dangle this wire in the sink while I'm cleaning the rest of it. Yep.
Yeah,
So we're on George Foreman cast now, right?
We are.
Yep.
I guess.
This is our weekly show about
will be for
RPG
at least 5
news
weeks.
and reviews and stuff.
But we are mostly just reviewing Timbit and George Foreman grills.
I mean, we could talk about the new Street Fighter movie.
It's not out yet.
We could talk about the new Mortal Kombat movie.
There you go. Second time's a charm.
See that last night, and it was better than it had any right to be.
Well, so was the original one, not any of its sequels. But like,
it's funny because Vaughn and I
wait, but this is a sequel. This is a sequel to the and it's still good.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
So Vaughn and I watched the 2021 one because it came out on streaming.
Yeah.
And we apparently have no memory of it because we were like, well, I'm surprised Goro didn't show up in this new one. Goro showed up in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't remember.
Got it.
And,
you haven't kept on your Mortal Kombat verse
and
life.
Yeah, because the last movie had this weird self-insert character that didn't show up in the games that nobody liked.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. That self-insert character dies pretty epically in the sequel.
Fair. Player
So would that be a self-excerpt?
Yeah, and I knew he was going to die the second he said, I have a wife and kid at home. But Carl Urban as Johnny Cage steals the show. I will watch anything Carl Urban is in because he is hilarious, and I love him in The Boys, and just his other random characters. Like I think he shows up in Thor Ragnarok as the guy who's like, and now my stuff.
Am I wrong for being sad that Christopher Lambert isn't Raiden again?
I was kind of sad too.
Like, I want my Mortal Kombat movies to always have the Highlander in them.
I mean, yes.
But I guess that's not an option as time moves on.
But at the same time, they actually cast an Asian actor as
Tadanobu Asano, it looks like.
Yeah. So all of the characters in this new one are their canon ethnicity as actor.
How's the new Shang Tsung? Because that's those are big shoes to fill.
He was pretty good.
Oh, I miss Robin Shue. He doesn't do much anymore.
And yeah, there was a lot of good laughs. Although
he was in Aquaman, Sam.
Yeah, but
oh wait, no, that's the new guy was in Aquaman. I was gonna
say, I'm like,
never mind. Sorry.
Robin Shue is known for Mortal Kombat and Death Race 2000 with Jason Statham.
Hey, he did DOA Dead or Alive and Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot about The Legend of Chun-Li.
All right. So I don't have and not that I could show it anyway. Like, I don't have much info on the Mortal Kombat stuff other than Kelley went there. But I have watched the Street Fighter trailer recently, and I don't understand why that movie looks like it might actually be good.
Because I'm just ready looks like it might actually be good. They show Ken beating up the car.
They have the car.
They have the car. Orville Peck is in it.
Who's Orville Peck?
Look Orville Peck up. He's Babe.
Orville. Oh, it didn't
He's
even
a gay
finish.
Cowboy. And
he wears a mask, like you said. Oh, look at this fancy bandana with strings.
Yeah!
That is styling.
I'm telling you. Like, support Orville Peck.
But I don't like country.
You don't have to like country. Orville Peck is just cool.
But, I would have to support him by listening to music I don't like, right?
Not necessarily. It's just support him when you go see Street Fighter.
When I go see Street Fighter, just cheer for Vega.
He's Vega now, man. Like,
Vega,
come on.
Can Vega be a good guy?
No.
No? Okay.
But if he doesn't crawl up the wall...
He better crawl up the wall and have claws that get broken. If he doesn't, what are we even doing?
Rolls over, Chris.
I am just amazed that we're in this era of decent video game movies.
We got rid of Uwe Boll.
That's part of it.
How did we get rid of Uwe Boll?
We stopped making him. We stopped letting him make movies somehow because it's not happening anymore.
Because I thought the whole reason why he was making movies was because he had tax credit, or he could get tax credits via the
Don't
German government.
know. I don't know.
But listen, we're getting decent video game movies. I say decent because Mario Galaxy was just it was more a nostalgia bait kind of movie than having a decent plot, but I was having a good time. I'm looking forward to Street Fighter. I'm looking forward to whatever the new Sonic movie is. It's going to have Amy.
How many Sonic movies are they going to pull out of this reboot? Like, that's getting to 4 is like you're pushing like what's it called, Shrek, and Minions, as far as becoming a series that just falls apart as you add more slop that just goes direct to video. And yet it sounds like so far it's still all right.
Well, yeah, they've been progressively better as the series has gone on.
Look at this crap. Look at this photo. They know what they're doing. And this is the movie series that had that first version of Sonic that the internet rightly took apart. Look at this Sonic.
He's
got rightly put back together again.
Yeah.
Some people say that was a new Coke thing.
Yeah.
Where they deliberately put out that bad trailer.
I don't think New Coke was done on purpose either, though. So I think that would be convenient, sure.
Look, I'm not saying it's a good conspiracy theory. I'm just saying that it's there.
All right, we got Sonic 4 trailer. Oh, we got the psychic one now. Silver? What are they called?
That's an AI trailer.
Wait, this is fake? This is a fake trailer?
Yeah.
Ultimate Studios, Keanu Reeves, James Bar. Oh, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it?
Yeah,
fan-made concept trailer. What the heck? You got me.
Made it already.
You got me. What? Jaden Animations is still putting out Jaden Animations. I've got YouTube to watch later. Jaden is a VTuber now. They're Cario Crocodile on Twitch. Okay, does only Andy care about Jaden? It's just me and Andy. All right, fine.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Jaden, you're an artist, Kelley. You know Jaden, right?
No.
Okay, I give up.
I think I've seen those animations on YouTube randomly.
I think both of you would like Jaden Animations a lot. We're gonna have to
the
go through her
Pokemon
back
stuff
catalog
especially.
and select one for you to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, she has burbs. 2 burbs.
We like burps.
2 burbs and a cat.
All I have is
What's the
dog.
cat's name? Tostada? Good cat name.
I'll bet that house is the Looney Tunes house sometimes.
Burp.
Unless their cat has no
They've dealt
brain
with
cell.
it. I forget what the rules are, but they've figured it out. But yeah, no, you're right.
I like burbs.
I do too, but I can't have one because of my murder beast.
It's true. They will eat your burps. That's not okay.
They will eat anything except the fancy food that I buy.
All right, so Kelley, on the stream right now is Jaden's bird, Ari. You see
Love
that? You see this bird, right? And then I want to show you here's what it looks like in the videos. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah,
There are plushies of the bird.
I very badly want one of those rainbow conures.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
we should talk about what we've been playing, shouldn't we?
I was going to say, so now we went from Timbit's cast to George Foreman cast to Burp cast.
I had been out of town for a week, and I missed you guys.
I missed you too.
Did you play anything while you were out of town?
So I promised you all I would do 2 things this week, right? I would try Vampire Crawlers and probably some Diablo 4.
Did not happen.
I'm failed you all, but most of all, I failed myself. I didn't learn. I didn't grow.
So wait, is this Path of Exile all over again with you?
Yep.
Oh no, Chris. We've talked about self-respect before.
Wait, what? Help me on your take of this one.
Okay.
What do you mean? Self-respect? Are you saying I should respect myself enough that I don't feel guilty about playing the games I love, or I should respect myself enough that I should stop only playing one game? Which way are
I'm
you
going to
going
go with the
it?
latter in
With
this case.
With the latter. Because I kid you not, the last show I recorded with this crew, everyone was telling me the other direction.
No, I mean, you should always play things you love, but I also am
Well,
of the mind
they were all
that-
like, no, this is the game you like. Don't feel bad playing it.
No, I mean, again, do that, but also
But also
then
stop
you can't
playing
come
it.
on here. I was going to say, you can't come on here and go, I failed you all because I played a game I liked.
Okay, that's fair.
Right? You should be
Okay.
going, you know what? I do not care. I said I was going to play something else. I played this.
All right, you're on their same
me alone.
side then. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just like, have some self-respect.
Well, at least the good news is that if you didn't get into vampire crawlers, you probably got sleep.
Also fair.
I stayed up until 2 a.m. last night playing vampire crawlers because I was on a damn good run.
I wanted to say this during my little intro there where I was apologizing, but I couldn't find it, but I just found it, so I want to read it. So, and then I'll let you go, Kelley.
Okay.
Sorry. Stop making excuses. You cheated not only the game, but yourself. You didn't grow. You didn't improve. You took a shortcut and gained nothing. You experienced a hollow victory. Nothing was risked and nothing was gained. It's sad you don't know the difference.
Damn.
So that is that.
Reading-
If you remember that, that's the jerky gamer who replied to someone who used multiplayer to help beat Melania in Elden Ring.
No, they used like a cheat engine.
Did
I
they?
think.
No.
And it was Sekiro.
Sekiro. Oh, I have the whole meme wrong. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I have to relearn.
It was, and the guy said that he had fun playing Sekiro because he didn't have to worry so much about dying, and some moron had a problem with that. And it's like, why do you have a problem with that? Let him play.
Vaughn's like, I thought that's what a guy said to his girlfriend for playing mage. Like, no, I think it just got copy pasted into a bunch of contexts.
Oh, the internet.
I mean, okay, but like, sometimes if a game has cheats, you should be allowed to use them. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a shitty game in a few minutes where I absolutely did that. So,
I mean,
and I feel great that I did it that way.
I found a cheat engine that let me do the one thing in Atomicrops that I could not physically do, and that was beat the game with the 5 cat statues up so that I could unlock the final cat statue. I think it's fine to cheat when you just hit a wall.
Well, that or you hate yourself like me.
Yeah. I was gonna say when I saw San Marcello Tracy, it's like, oh god, this isn't gonna be good.
So now I'm a little bit more conflicted, knowing that person actually did use cheats on the game.
I mean, yeah, but
also I think I'm over it, and you should play the game however you want to, because I've used cheats on games too. So
That's kind of it.
yeah.
I mean,
go ahead, Kelley.
I want to take that same cheat engine I have for it has like a whole list of games. I think it's called Wand. I want to take that and use it in Elden Ring so that I can learn how to do more strength builds. And I want to be able to learn how to do it without the stress of having to constantly start over and over again.
Well, that's it. Like, I'm of the mind, again, if a game offers you these options, whether they are accessible or not, you have the right to use them, right? I mean, it's the same with
Right.
people who make mods.
We're talking about cheats though, that aren't in the game.
Okay, but even still, again, just let people play video games. My
See,
God,
that-
can we
yeah,
stop
that's a
policing
better-
people for wanting to use cheats? Like, you know what? I couldn't beat Celeste without cheats. I'm okay with it because I still got a really good experience playing Celeste. Right? I don't.
I couldn't. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting
Nope.
you off. I thought you
Don't worry.
paused. I couldn't beat either Hades game without the God mode activated, and
Oh, is that considered cheating? Because I had that on
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
No thanks.
and I mean those are wonderful games, and I would not get to experience them without that because I'm just bad at roguelikes.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's like there are things I am absolutely supportive of in that regard. Um, because again, everybody has different capabilities. And again, some of us just know ourselves well enough that it's like, I want to enjoy X, right, for the story or for the characters, but I don't necessarily like this particular element because of various reasons,
I mean,
whether
okay,
it's, again,
Mhm.
accessibility or whatever.
We've gotten way off. I brought this up just because I wanted to pretend to make fun of myself and saying, because I keep playing the same game, I'm not learning anything or growing or something. I didn't
don't
actually
like
mean
making fun of you.
Yeah, okay.
How's that?
I want to hear what other people have actually...
I'll make fun of Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I just played more Project Gorgon while I was traveling and stuff, and then worked, really, because it was a work trip, so did lots of work even in my spare time because it's all in my mind. So did anyone do anything interesting this week, gaming related? Why are you crying, Sam?
Because I finished Trazia and I wrote the review for the site.
Oh, are we going to talk about that later?
Yeah.
Well, I can just make it easy for it. Sucks. Don't play it.
Okay.
Like, this is one of the few games where I'm looking going, one, my time was thoroughly wasted, and two, this is a Genesis game that people forgot for a reason, because it sucks. And poor Spare Hombres has been trying to tell me, I remember liking it. And I'm like, sweetheart, I love you. You and I have very different tastes. But also, no, this game is actually bad. When defend and move are the same button and the game does not explain it to you, it is a bad game. When you have cheats on that say, I can get 99,000 coins, and then weapons are more expensive than your infinite money cheat, it's a bad game.
Wait, how is that even possible?
That's what I was trying to figure out, but I couldn't buy anything that was more than that amount.
That's insane.
Well, you turn it on, you get the money, then you turn it off and go earn the rest.
Yeah,
it just gets you halfway there.
Except for the part where it takes the money away.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Like, I was
got
miserable, and when I was writing the review, I was like, I am sure we have a retro view of this from Mike Minky. And sure enough, I went looking and I went, oh, shit, Mike and I have the same score. This makes so much sense. Story is bad, characters are bad, controls are bad. The music is probably some of the most irritating I've ever listened to in a very long time. And I question why this game got re-released. Like I was saying to Kelley earlier, when we think of Genesis JRPGs, we think of Shining and we think of Phantasy Star. Everything else is non-existent because nobody goes around being like, yeah, I sure want to play Sword of Vermilion. And Trazia is in the same camp. Like, it's forgotten for a reason.
I want you to know Andi just laughed from the other room but wasn't on mic.
Because of Sword of Vermilion?
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, there's nothing here that, other than, this is clearly a company trying to preserve a lost game. But it's like, it's not a good game, so why are we preserving it, other than for the sake of preservation? I mean, that's why we did it with E.T., I guess, right? So Trazia is bad, so I'm going to say instead you should play RoboCop, which I also finished. RoboCop was good. RoboCop Rogue City is so dumb that you get to issue tickets for people committing parking crimes.
Excellent.
Like, that's like my favorite part of the game is just being like, halt, citizen!
We have this lethal weapon cop who's meant for extremely violent criminals.
Yeah,
walking around
except
doing
for the part
traffic stops. All right.
He's doing traffic stops. He also can't run, which I love.
Uh-huh.
Like, RoboCop can only move very slowly, and his dash is not actually that fast. And it's just, it made my heart so happy because this is another game that is it technically a good game? No. But does it do camp and fun right? And like pays homage to its property? Absolutely. So, this is your call to play RoboCop. And the last thing I'm playing is Quartet.
Hey, I like that game.
Alex gave a glowing review to last year, and I'm playing it, and I absolutely see all the same things he's talking about. Quartet has been so much fun.
Isn't it great?
And it is great. I'm
we are
still a little
downwind
early
from
on,
the
but
hippo making the scatta. Might not be there yet. Anyway.
I've only finished like the first chapter for everyone except the
Ben is amazing.
I did Ben. I did Cordelia, Nikolai. So no, it's the shop girl I have
Oh, you gotta do the
left.
girl now. Okay, yeah. You'll be
And
there
I'm
very
like,
soon then.
I am having a ball. And I'm like, this is the game I would have rather been playing over Trazia.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I have an obligation that, you know, when we get review codes, we should try to do the job. So I played it so nobody else had to. And please go read my review. I was very angry. So
We'll
much
get
so I
into
made
that
Matt.
later.
I was gonna say, so much so that I had Matt try to I had him proof my review because I was like, am I being unfair or am I justified in my anger?
No, it was very well described.
My misery,
And
yeah.
if that is the stuff that she experienced, then heck yeah, you got to put it that way.
Oh, thanks, man. I was like, what were you playing, man?
Oh, well, first of all, in the past 24 hours, I'm playing Scramble to get a new Switch 2 because the price. I bet we have that as a news article, or maybe we don't. But
Or the price is
as of
finally going up?
yesterday,
Yep.
the price is going up.
50
They
No,
bucks.
threatened it a while ago, so yeah.
They did. So they're giving a long leeway. I don't know. I jumped on it right away just as an excuse, but price is going up, what, September 1st or something like that?
Yeah.
In the United States. It's a while. It's going up next week or 2 weeks in Japan. I think May 25th. So it's going to jump over there earlier than it is here, but eventually it'll be $50 more.
$50.
But, you know, my wife and kids play the Switch 2 we bought last year at launch all the time. So it's time to get my own Switch 2. And I did.
Like, wait,
so.
just because the price is going up $50? I mean, if you really wanted one, wouldn't you have gotten it already?
Well, I was
Yeah,
going
but-
to, but I was like, you know, like I still have a lot of games on Switch 1 I could be playing, but then it's like I go to play Octopath 2 and my son's too busy playing Poketopia.
Okay. So it was time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was time anyway. That was just like hey, this was also a teacher appreciation week. So my wife and I got a lot of lovely Amazon gift cards from families. Thank you. And so it's kind of like three things all combining at once.
I appreciate you giving my kid a passing grade. That's what I would appreciate.
There you go. But last week, I knew I talked about this like 6 weeks ago because I tried the demo and really liked it. But I played through the entire game of Voyager Across the Unknown.
Is this a Star Trek Voyager game?
It is.
Wait, really?
It came.
I was just joking.
You get to play Janeway across the entire series.
Okay.
You are. There are 12 large. They call it sectors, but you're, making your way back to Earth, and you encounter lots of stuff. There's 7 seasons, 180 episodes out there. You encounter stuff like you get a little call from a planet, and you're like, we'll stop there. Next thing you know, you're what is it? B'Elanna's trapped down on the surface and has been changed into a human and a full Klingon. And since I made some choices that were not the choices that were made on the show, I ended up with 2 B'Elannas on my ship.
Nice.
Which worked out amazing. I had Klingon B'Elanna, which was like my strongest character. Oh, I killed Tuvix in a heartbeat.
No, why?
Somebody had to run the frickin' mess hall.
All right.
This is a big resource management game. The biggest 2 things is definitely keeping the morale up and having enough food and energy. Those are like the 3 things that
you're like, these are 2 people. They should both exist. But Tuvix, that's a new person. Screw that. I need someone to run the kitchen. This is not
I needed someone to run.
Not happening.
It was a numbers game, man. It was a numbers game.
If they had each split, they could stay because then I'd have more resources. But if they merge, no, we can't have that.
If I could pull them out of Tuvix and have Tuvix end them, it'd be wonderful. 3 is better than 2, but I had to go with the 2 is better than 1. So it's pretty fun. The second time I gave this a go, I loaded it up and I beat the game in like 35 minutes. because right at the beginning of Voyager, there's the whole with the caretaker array, and I was like, that guy died. I'm just going to use his tech to send me back home. Sorry to the Okampa people that are going to be taken over by the Kazon. The end.
The end.
I made it home. He's like,
Good
hey,
job.
Mr. Paris, pull us into start.
Could you play
Earth,
as you play as old cranky Janeway too? Or do they not give you that?
If you want it. I mean, no.
You know, Janeway who got home the long way, and then, you know, you remember the finale. Yeah.
Oh, no. She pops up at the end.
Oh,
because
good.
I tell you, the big story beats happen. The big story beats are pretty much like the main thing you need to do in each sector. And then there are planets that have like a little blue insignia over them, and you go to those, and they're all like the side quests.
What system is
this
this
for?
for?
And most of those are like complete. I think it's on PC and Switch too. It may be on PS5. It was dirt cheap too. I would have got it for $20, and it was not much. And this was new.
This is a new thing,
came out
huh?
in February.
Oh, I was
That's
thinking
so
of something
weird.
else. Wasn't there a Star Trek game being delisted?
That was the other one, the Star Trek game being delisted. I played that. I talked about that 2 weeks ago. And it didn't get delisted anywhere except on Steam
Okay.
and Xbox. Steam and Xbox, it disappeared from, but it stayed on Switch. It stayed on PlayStation. The game page is still there. That was the one that played like a Telltale game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, this one has a lot of choice in it, and you can lose people. Harry Kim died. Harry Kim only made it halfway home.
You got to start over.
I got
Fire
a bad
Emblem.
roll.
Wait, no deaths. Fire Emblem.
He
run.
got
Come
sucked
on.
into a black hole.
Good job.
And then I guess I was a little aggressive with the Borg, and Seven did not like me. Seven's like, I can't be on the ship if this is how you're going to treat the Borg. I was like, wow,
Damn.
you don't need to be on the ship.
There is only one way to treat the Borg.
Yep. Destroy them. So
Seven's
I did play
objections
around.
are irrelevant.
I got all the way to the last chapter. I had to play the last chapter 3 times or I didn't have to, I guess, but I played it once and you get home, but there's a Borg threat out there, and it goes through like every player that you've recruited along the way or made friends with, and it tells how like their end life, and they're all like looking back like, oh, could the Borg be coming any moment? We're going to get destroyed. And then I did one. It was a better one. Like I took out the Borg on the way home.
How
And everybody
long
was
is
happy.
a casual run through of this?
I did it in 12 hours, the whole game?
But then you did like a 30-minute run, it sounded like.
Oh, I did. So yeah, I did a 30-minute run. Like, okay, you win. And it shows credits, and I'm like, ta-da! So then I started over and like, okay, let's play the first chapter like Janeway did and strand myself in the Delta Quadrant and start making my way home. And then, I mean, from that point, it's interesting because I've looked up like the playable characters you can recruit. I don't know if you remember the episode where they find a wormhole, but it's only like a tiny wormhole, and they beam a Romulan from the past to them.
No.
And he's there, and they think he's like, they're just, he looks like all the Romulan uniforms because, everybody in Starfleet changes uniforms every time you got a new series, but the Romulans look like the Romulans forever. So they beam this guy on, they're talking to him, and they're like, and he's like, wow, I didn't know you guys had this kind of technology in the Federation. And they're like, this stuff? We've had it for like 50 years. And they look back, and it's like, oh, yeah, we beamed this guy to the Delta Quadrant from like 70 years ago. Oops. But I guess you could refuse to send him home, and he just joins the crew. I didn't know. I that was too early, and I didn't know that. I was like, oh man, he would have been a cool crew to have. Why not?
Against his will, though? Oh.
Yeah. Well, it kept saying that the transporter was going to fail, and he'd be scattered throughout time, and
scattered throughout time. Okay.
Because you're beaming him 70 years in the past.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, do you want to continue the transport? It asked me 3 different times to kill the transport, and I will say you had to keep you had to have somebody with a high enough skill level to do it. So
need Barclay talking to you from the Alpha Quadrant to guide you on the transporter.
Yeah, that's how Harry died. I did not have the skill.
Oh no!
On an away mission to
accident.
Yeah, actually, what is it? It was like 3 people to beam back, and Harry volunteered to be the 3rd, and yeah, we just ran out of time.
Poor Harry.
Yep, you're showing the combat there. The combat was all right. I did set it to the easier level because I saw a lot of people having a hard time. I'm like, no, I just want to play the story and make the choices.
I'm
more
just
than...
shocked this exists. What a weird time for a Voyager game to come out.
Yeah.
Like,
and like I said, this is not like 5 years old. It was just released
at any point now.
3 months ago.
Any time from like 10 years ago on is a weird time to release a Voyager game, right? So like, what is going on?
And they got Tim Russ, they got Tuvok and Paris as voice actor.
Yeah, and
back.
Also, where's like my Telltale Deep Space Nine game where I get to romance Quark? Come on, let's go.
Yes!
We'll see.
Same want.
That other Telltale game that I played a month ago, they need to get on making a Deep Space Nine one. They did a great TNG one.
Wait, they did?
Actually, it was... what is Reddit? Star Trek?
I mean, the one that
Resurgence.
Oh, right.
Star Trek Resurgence came out 2 years ago. Oh, April 2023.
I remember now.
They are dressed in the Deep Space Nine era.
They are.
Uniforms. It was a great game. I had a blast.
Spock shows up, so it can't be bad.
Yeah.
I don't remember it getting reviewed very well.
I want to be
you can't.
So
it's been delisted. It's gone.
Yeah, no. Hold on. No, it's not gone. It's delisted on PC and Xbox. It's still there on PlayStation and Switch.
What?
Yes, and that's the only reason I got it, because a couple of the different places were like, it's going to be gone. It got delisted. Oh,
yeah, they lost their license.
Maybe
they
it's
can't
not
sell it anymore. So
it's not on PlayStation anymore. It did stay a lot longer there. Let's see. Is it still in the Nintendo shop?
That's so dumb. I don't like the preservation aspect of these things having a temporary license, but whatever. Okay, fine. So
so it may be gone from the Nintendo shop now too. Maybe it all did go away. It just took longer. But you know what? Good thing I bought it 6 weeks ago, and that was fun. I played it. I played this one. Did back-to-back Star Trek games. They were both quite fun. So if you know Voyager and want to play through the series, like I said, I had a blast. I was recruiting people. One of the doctors that you just randomly meet and turn into a hologram in one episode, I managed to keep her around.
Well, this person did what you did. They have Tuvok, and Neelix.
Wait, no, holy cow, I'm looking at that. How'd they get all three?
I thought you said you could do that.
I did not do that. I killed Tuvix.
Well, see, now you need to...
I said, now I got to do another run.
Yeah.
So I have all three. No.
Obviously, another transporter accident needs to happen to make this possible, right?
Yep.
You got to go...
What's funny is, there's bridge scenes, and they have built-in replacements for everybody on the bridge scene.
Yeah.
Like, because if Chakotay's on an away mission for like 10 turns, there'll just be hey, Commander so-and-so happened to come up from the night shift, and he'll be doing this.
Yeah, because there's just other commanders around.
Yep. And when I rescued 7, you can start recruiting Borg, ex-Borg people, and building them bays, and it causes some discomfort on the ship. But when 7 of 9 decided, peace out, I don't like how you're treating the Borg by trying to infect them with a virus or whatever, her replacement 9 of 9 was on the fridge for the rest of the game.
All right.
Yep. I'm like, all right, I got 9 of 9. I'm good.
With the exact same actor?
Oh, no, they weren't voiced.
Okay.
I don't know I don't like this run. This person lost B'Elanna, so...
They did. That stinks.
But they have B'Elanna Klingon down here. They have human and Klingon B'Elanna. All right. So
yes.
There you go.
So, Kelley, they don't have voice acting throughout the game, but there's 12 chapters. Every chapter is introduced with a long personal log from both Tuvok and Paris. So those two came in and, did 2 hours of audio total. Called it a day. Yeah, you can see the dice rolls going on up there. That little thing going back and forth. That's how I lost Harry. 90% chance I was going to beam him off, but nope. And then I kind of thought, like, well, that's not really going to happen. And then it moved to the next quadrant. You can make manual. You can make one manual save.
Oh boy,
there's not slots. I was having a hard time figuring out where the auto saves went though, because you could pull back from an auto. At that point, though, I was like, meh, it's just Harry, whatever. I like Harry, but he's not going to be that random commander. He's just staying a ensign. And then Kelley, you think you're the only one here who's played this, but I got Pokopia going, and I got about
cool.
3 hours into that last night. I figured if I'm going to have my own Switch 2 now, I don't have to pick and choose which games to play. I can play all my Switch 2 games since my son will not be on my one. So I started up Pokopia. It is very fun. I'm busy. I'm trying to rebuild the road that runs through the place because I'll be honest, I'm getting completely turned around every time I want to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't even know where my stupid workbench went to.
Make sure that you keep community boxes handy and put stuff like clay or, stuff that Pokemon process like clay or lumber in the box, and then bring said guy up to the box and they'll start processing automatically.
Oh, nice. That's all I love automation.
Some other tips. I would say, I don't know if you're just going to blow through the story or if you're going to want to build stuff or what.
I will not want to build stuff. I will want to tell myself that I'm going to catch them all and then not do it. So
okay,
we'll pretend I'm going to catch them all.
Because if you're serious into the building, you unlock a Magnemite form at the end of the game that's basically just for that.
Okay.
But if you don't care, then it's not that big of a deal. I just I spent a lot of time dangling from ropes and stuff trying to build things, and then found out about that form and was like, I could have just waited until I finished the game to build some of that.
Nope.
So,
long time ago on Dragon Quest Slime Time, my other podcast, we had a guy from Germany on that had recreated all of the Legend of Zelda map on the first Dragon Quest Builders.
mm-hmm.
And I guess he did it right around when Builders 2 was coming out and then coming out on PC. And he's like, oh, man. So he did it again on Builders 2. And we were talking to him. He's like, yeah, it's only 300-400 hours to do that.
Only. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Only. And my co-host and I, the guy had been messaging us beforehand. He's like, why don't you guys we joked with him. We're like, why don't we build something and you can judge it while we're doing the podcast? And yeah, both of us had just built little 3x3 mud houses because that's our level of tricking stuff out. So no, building elaborate things that don't have a set plan, that will not be happening.
And
but I like it. It is Pokemon Builders 1.
No, that sounds wonderful because I loved Dragon Quest Builders. I couldn't get enough of that game.
Yeah. And I feel like every time we say this, somebody on the podcast is like, what? This is made by the team that made Dragon Quest Heroes and Dragon Quest Builders and Builders 2.
Which were phenomenal games.
Well, 2 was at least.
They learned their lessons. You're right. What is a stepping stone? 2 is a phenomenal game.
I think the story from 1 is amazing, but
No, it started off with a great promise, but I think, right out of the box, what are you going to do? Are you going to nail it the first time? And they did not. Even the second one, man, I did not want to escape from that stupid jail island forever. Yeah. And the Moonbrook area took 20 hours itself. It's like, oh my God.
Andi has played through the second one multiple times.
Andy's a better man than I.
Basically on every platform it's come out, yeah.
How do you do those over and over again, Andi?
Because they're fun and I really like them.
But
joy.
The things that they describe, though, don't sound fun, like the Moonbrook or the Prison Island.
Fun to me.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right.
I'm looking forward to Pokopia, but I have to get through at least a couple of these Switch 2 backlog games before I jump on that.
Like Z to A.
Yeah, Pokemon Z to A, and also I have a new review game that I just started, Elementalist, which isn't a Switch 2 game. But yeah, I picked up Dragon Quest 3 on sale the week that I got my Switch too. So it's like Pokemon Z to A, Dragon Quest 3, gotta finish this Elementalist and knock out the review. Still working on my review for what was that darn
The
game?
eco game.
Eco in the Bewitched Land, because I hate my review right now. I'm probably still gonna hate it, and I'm just gonna give it to someone to prove it. Be like, make me hate this less, please.
Honestly, it sounds like a situation of just let's get it up,
Yep.
be over it, move on.
I know, and I've been blessed Dalindar. He won't be on the podcast for a few weeks, but like he has been listening to me incessantly whine in DMs on Discord about how much I hate this damn review.
Again, it's one of
So-
those, sometimes writing a review is literally, you can get your thoughts down pretty simple and you're like, you know
Yes.
what, it's good. And sometimes you're just like, I am struggling to figure out how to write a 3 out of 5.
And that is, yeah, this is gonna be probably either 2.5 or 3 out of 5
Yeah.
reviews. So yeah, I just need to get over it. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
What do you consider to be completely neutral? 2.5 or 3?
3.
Three.
Yeah, 3 is the middle ground, right?
3
Well,
to me has
why I'm
always been
asking.
the
1.5,
middle ground.
2,
Yeah, well.
2.5, 3. Yeah, 3 is 5. 5 out of 9 choices. So
Well, I mean, we only have 9. Yeah. So okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
3 is 5 out of 9.
Yeah. Yep. 5 of 9. The new Borg.
New
Ah.
one.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could have had 5 of 9 instead of 9
You
of
got
9.
to keep killing those Borgs till you get 5 of 9.
Yep,
Eh.
it's true.
What if you could get them all
I hate it.
and you get
Oh
them
my gosh.
bonus?
So
All of 9.
has everybody actually talked about what they've been playing at this point?
I
I
was gonna
did.
say I'm done. So
I
I
did
did.
not
Oh,
get
Kelley
a chance
needs to
to
talk.
go into vampire crawlers.
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
Kelley,
Kelley.
you talk about vampire crawlers, and then I think we actually should move on to feedback.
All right.
Yeah, just briefly, it has sold me. I've been iffy on deck builder games because I had a bad time with Bat and Kaitos. I do not like my RNG being, or the ability to do damage being dictated by RNG of cards. But Vampire Crawlers has sold me on the deck builder because my God, when you get a combo going in that game, it feels so good. It's a first
I gotta
person.
step back a second here. Hold on.
Okay.
So Bat and Kaitos killed you 20 years ago, and we've had how many deck building roguelikes since? Like 3 a week, and you
I
haven't
think-
engaged with any of them?
I think 3 a week have come out since 2020. Yes.
Oh, bear in mind, Bat and Kaitos was not a deck builder roguelike, but it did have a card-based battle system. So
Well,
let me
yes.
rephrase that. I don't tend to not like card-based battle systems because, you're dealing with an RPG, plus you're dealing with the RNG of the cards, and I found them very frustrating. So when
RPG
all
of
these
the cards, there's
yeah.
a new game coming out next week.
So when all these deck builders get announced, and I'm like, I don't like deck building, and I'm aware that in the past I've said I've liked like Magic the Gathering Arena and Hearthstone before, but that's all
not
those
the same.
games.
That's
it's
not a
not the
roguelike.
same.
That's a trading card game.
Mhm.
So
We loved
I mean,
Moonbrook, or was it Moon? Not
Oh,
Moonbrook,
yeah.
Moon Isle,
Moonstone Island. Yeah,
Moonstone
that
Island.
was,
Oh man, I got
that was
Moonbrook
a
on the head. But yes,
card-based.
that was card based.
Yeah,
But no, I get it in general.
in
Fair
general.
enough. Fair point.
But then Vampire Crawlers comes along, and it's like, well, I put hundreds of hours into Vampire Survivors. Let's give this deck builder a whirl. And yeah, you can make some insane combos because you pick your crawler. It's the same characters from Vampire Survivors that start with the same weapons. And the weapons kind of do different things. Like the daggers are very low damage, but they hit really fast and hit often. The axes can kind of do an AoE attack that hits the whole line at once. Some of them have different modifiers, like the garlic disarms enemies so that you're not getting hit as hard in between turns. And then as you're going through the dungeon, you get little gem modifiers to enhance the cards. So you can have them hit twice as hard, or you can have them get returned to your hand after you use them. So you kind of get crazy combos that way. And one of the earliest relics you get in the game basically rewards you for playing cards in numerical order. So you start out with a 0 mana card, and then you play a 1 mana card, and then 2 and 3, and so on. So, like, last night I was having a combo where a bunch of my low level cards were giving me extra mana. So, like a 1 mana, a 2 mana for the 0 and 1 mana cost. So I'm building up a lot of mana at the beginning of the turns, and then my 2, 3, and 4 mana cost cards are the ones that are doing the damage. So I build up the combo, giving myself a bunch of mana, and then just obliterating the enemy line with the damage cards. Am I making any sense?
Sure.
And it's like really satisfying because you get some crazy stuff happening, especially as you start adding gems to cards that increase your hand size, or what else? Just the gem modifiers are what make the game so fun, because of the combinations that you can come up with, have them do extra damage or give you extra gold or whatnot. And one of the you unlock the tarot arcana like in Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
Well, I found a tarot card that gives me 1 extra mana per every 100 cards played.
Okay.
So you get into a long dungeon. You start out the game with like 3 mana. And you get into
how many mana did you end up with, Kelley?
Like 25.
Oh my gosh.
Plus the cards that were giving me extra.
Played 2,500 cards then.
So, I mean, you could do,
or 2,200, I guess.
I mean, you just do insane combos, and if you're not even really caring about building the combo, when you have that much mana, you can just hit the X button to throw all the cards into your hand at once.
Perfect. Literally throwing hands.
Yeah.
Your hands of cards.
Random BS, go. But like later on in the game, when you're facing really high difficulty bosses, you need to kind of build up the combo. There's wild cards that you can get that can build up the combo without actually doing the increment. So like you throw in that wild card in there, suddenly instead of 250 damage, you're doing like 1,000 damage as an example. And it's just been neat playing around with all the different combinations. And the cards evolve just like they do in Vampire Survivors. So you can get upgraded versions of like the axe or the holy water or whatnot. And it just, I was having trouble getting into it first because like, oh, I'm just throwing my cards at things. And then in later dungeons, specifically the bridge, which you remember the bridge level in the original Vampire Survivors, yeah. I hope.
Yes.
There's a bridge where it's just
side scrolling. It's weird. Yeah.
It's just one long line of a boss, not really boss gauntlet, but like high level enemies. You're not doing a lot of exploring in that level. So you're basically kind of just taking what cards you get thrown and are pulling your combos out of that. And that level is kind of your DPS check, because I'd unlocked everything in the 2 levels previously, and that was when I finally sort of it sort of clicked to me that like, okay, I really need to try to do the 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 combo to build up my damage to get through this. And once I kind of figured it out, all of a sudden the huge dungeons that unlock after that were cakewalks for the most part. I mean, there are optional bosses that you fight, and there's some like every floor in the dungeon has a boss that you have to defeat, and they can throw cards in your deck that are like confusion. Like confusion cards change the mana amount for each of your cards, or like junk cards get thrown into your inventory, but if you use them, they turn into real cards. And the game just keeps throwing stuff at you, and it's been a blast to play through so far, and a blast at only $10.
Nice.
So now I'm curious about other deck builders like Slay of the Spire and Balatro.
Those are two
Love
very different deck
Balatro.
builders.
I'm a total Balatro whore, so I can't wait for you to get into Balatro.
There's a chess knockoff of Balatro that just came out this week.
I don't want that.
Oh.
I mean,
Cal,
it
I don't
looks
really
interesting,
play-
but they... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't play those deck builders very much, but those two, yeah, those were good.
I've heard good things.
And have you ever done Monster Train?
No.
That's a fun one.
Andy's done Monster Train.
I think Monster Train 2.
It is out.
So-
It's
Oh.
out, yeah.
On Game Pass, too. I
Can't
think.
remember if I told this story, but I thought that Monster Train was a monster collection game. It's not. It's about a monster train.
Choo choo.
Yes, the Choo Choo Train, Monster Train. So yeah, that's all. It's on Apple Arcade, and I really enjoy playing it. And I like get super into it for like 4 days, and
Did
then I
you
stop
play the
playing it for
sequel
3
yet?
weeks, and then I come back to it.
It does have a
It is-
sequel, yes.
It is, yeah. So I believe Monster Train 2 is
But
in
it-
early access
have-
right now.
No,
Oh, no,
I
it's
think it's
out.
out.
Oh, it's out? Okay,
Yeah, it's out.
but
I
it's
don't know
not
why
on
you
Apple
have-
Arcade.
No, it wouldn't
No,
be.
that's
But I
probably
think
true.
it's on Game Pass, so you can play it on Xbox.
Why would I do that when I want to play it on my iPad?
I'm giving you an option to play the game. That's all I can do. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
I appreciate your
It's been out a
optioning.
full year now. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get your
Really?
iOS.
Yeah,
version soon,
maybe
yeah.
we'll get an iOS
It came out
soon.
initial release May 21st of 2025.
Huh.
I played the first one
Nifty.
last summer because I picked it up on all the sales when 2 came out with all the DLC. And I will say Balatro, I put about 15 hours in. I made my couple successful runs and I was able to walk away without getting addicted. Same with Slay the Spire. I got to the end a couple times and I was like, okay, I'm not going to kill myself. But I will say Monster Train, I made sure my end game was leveling up every race, including the DLC ones, to maximum. Like, I put time into that.
And I guess I don't hate deck builders as much as I thought I did, because I also realized I played through Inscription. Does that count?
I would say so.
I think so, yeah. Inscription counts.
See, you guys keep saying Monster Train, and all I keep thinking of is, and this is the storytime presenter in me, the Good Morning Train. So I keep singing it as, the monster train is coming, how are you? Rawr, rawr. The monster train is coming, how are you? Rawr, rawr.
I don't
And
know
now I'm
what's
like, I
happening
gotta
anymore.
try that with the kids.
Boy.
I discovered another Inscription type game recently called Forbidden Solitaire, where the premise is that you find this banned solitaire game from the 90s at a thrift store, and it starts messing with you. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, Vampire Crawlers is very good.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah, I finished Monster Hunter Stories 3 and wanted just kind of a small palate cleanser type game.
Well, and that's it. That's one of the reasons why I keep Balatro around on my PS5. It's just once in a while I'm like, I got 10 minutes to kill before dinner or something. You do a run, and then you could just put it down.
Mm-hmm.
It was also why Power Wash Simulator was also up there for, excellent time waster.
I need to get the Adventure Time DLC for 2.
There's Adventure Time DLC for 2?
Yeah,
I'm sold.
and they just announced Star Wars DLC.
I know Scott was like, so you're gonna buy Power Wash Simulator 2 so that you can clean X-Wings? And I was like, we'll see.
And make sure you get your Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy DLC because they're getting delisted.
No.
All right. I think it is time for feedback because it actually dovetails quite nicely into this conversation.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So our question of the week last week was, what is the game that you're not allowed to go back to? Krull says, I have had to delete Slay the Spire off of my phone a few times. After a while, I start thinking, surely I could just dip back in. Then eventually realize it has consumed me once again and I have to delete it. Great game, will install again. Strawberry Egg says, I've never played Fire Emblem Heroes and never will. I'm sorry. Fire Emblem Heroes! There we go. I feel that either I would be majorly disappointed with it, or conversely would be so addicted to getting my favorite characters that I would waste too much money on it. I won't allow myself to even try it. Yeah, I think that's pretty valid. If it's like, yeah, I can see myself completely falling down this rabbit hole. I could see just like opting out. All right. So our question of the week is going to be
Street Fighter.
Right. We were asking about
Or was
are
it Mortal
you
Kombat?
going to see the Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter movies?
Will the Street Fighter movie be good? I think.
I think
So-
it will be.
I mean, yeah. We're mostly asking if you're going to go see them. And if you have gone and seen the Mortal Kombat movie, tell us if you liked it or not. So we will repeat that again at the end of the podcast. But remember, if you want to leave us feedback, there is a few ways to do that. One, you can head to rpgamer.com. I know, crazy going to a website. Find the latest podcast thread, drop a reply underneath the show. You can head over to rpgamer.com/Discord, join our Discord, and leave us a comment in the podcast channel. Or if you are listening/watching us on YouTube, hello YouTube, you can just leave a comment under the video. So, thank you. You know what time it is. It's time for the news.
This just in.
Well, hey, speaking of game preservation and the lack thereof, if you want the original base version of Outer Worlds, you better get it now because it's getting delisted. The only available one that is going forward is the Spacer's Choice Edition, which I guess is the game of the year.
Does this matter? What's wrong with having only the better one available?
I don't know. I didn't play Outer Worlds. Sam, I know you did.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know why this is being delisted other than I think they're giving people the more improved one with all the DLC.
Are they upgrading them though?
I think so, because they literally, like 2-ish years ago, put out that definitive edition before they'd put out 2. But,
It's actually there's a whole comment. Oh man, this is weird. Okay, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch versions of the game are not impacted by the delisting. However, there'll be some changes to the DLC and Spacer's Choice Edition upgrade option. After May 27th, those wishing to upgrade to the Spacer's Choice Edition from the base game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will need to own the base game and both the Peril on Gorgon and Murder on Eridanos DLC. But if they do, the upgrade will be free. However, if they could also just... I don't know. There's another option at just paying either the upgrade price or the full price. I don't get it. Pricing adjustments will also see the base game down to $25 and expansion pass down to $15 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So it sounds like there's a lot happening about a game nobody really seems to care about anymore.
sounds right.
And the sequel's out already, and people don't care about that either. So, like, what are we even doing here?
I mean, like half the time I'll only buy the base game instead of the Game of the Year edition because I want to buy the game extremely cheap. I mean, talking like pennies on the dollar kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But
Fair
Not
point.
if it's delisted. This is our
Yeah.
terrible digital future.
pretty much.
This is the future I wanted. I asked for this. It's my fault.
Your
I'm
fault,
okay with it, Chris. You and me, we're fine.
I just don't have room for it all.
I'm not going to play it all. I'm not going to go back and
Exactly.
play these all. So
They're cleaning up. They're recondoing my backlog for me.
yeah, there we go. That's a good way to think of it.
Control Resonant has its New Game Plus details revealed. You'll be able to restart the game with various aspects carried over while facing some stronger challenges. So just a New Game Plus, your standard New Game Plus. Am I the only one excited for Control Resonant?
I thought it was out already. Is it not?
No.
Oh, okay. I want to play through Control again. I was thinking about that this past week, actually, because I never finished. So I was like, do I find my game save or just start over? And I realized, yeah, I would just start over, I think.
I would start over because that game's effed up enough that you kind of need to pay attention.
Yeah.
But looking forward to the sequel. It looks more effed up. Anyway, Death Howl is receiving its Rebirth update. Speaking of card games, Souls-like deck building RPG. Oh, all the buzzwords. Rebirth mode is available after completing the initial playthrough and gives enemies new abilities and extra health. So another New Game Plus / challenge mode added after you finish the initial game. I don't think any of us has played Death Howl.
No, none of us have played it, but they've done a lot of marketing and PR about it, so it comes up a lot on the show.
Yeah, it's on my wish list because it looked interesting. Moving on. For those of you that missed out on getting the Crossbell Saga, Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, because they kind of sold out pretty fast and are hard to find now. Their 2-pack is coming to PS5 and Switch 2 with both games.
Yay, Randy!
Yes.
That's what I care about.
Mhm.
I can have trophies with Randy. Was that a sex euphemism? Oops.
The Switch 2 version will have mouse support, apparently.
Mouth support?
Mouse support.
Oh.
Sorry.
Mouse.
Okay.
Mouse.
Squeak, squeak.
Right. Yeah. Because the Switch 2 controller can be the world's least ergonomic mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to be excited for this because I enjoy these games. A lot of people on staff. And it made me sad that they got hard to find unless you bought them digitally.
So they weren't hard to find then.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just had to buy them digitally.
Hey, Chris and I are still in the digital future. Nothing's hard to find.
Right. No.
It's all good.
I was trying to add some flavor text
That's
to that.
fine. No, that's fine. Yeah.
So, moving on. For the King 2 gets new Into the Wild DLC and a free update. Strategy RPG / board game hybrid is what this game is. Every time I see the name of this game, I just think of Hearthstone because of the For the King thing. But regardless, the DLC is $8 and adds 2 new playable characters, and then there's a free content update with a new playable treasure hunter character, a dungeon crawl mode, and leaderboards. Once again, I don't think any of us play For the King 2,
Nope.
so there we go. Stranger Than Heaven has had its details and cast revealed. Is this the new Yakuza?
Yes.
So they're playing in 1915 San Francisco? Is that where this takes place? It
looks like it
takes place everywhere.
Yeah, across time.
So across time does not. Where did I get San Francisco? Boards the ships in San Francisco. Oh, traveling back to the mother's homeland of Japan. Okay.
Pam
Yeah,
says it's
yeah.
not the Yakuza one, which I'm like, what are we talking about? The Yakuza one?
I mean, it's the Ryu Gotoku studio. So it's like
Is
the
it that
Yakuza
studio or is
studio.
it from the dude?
No, it's the studio.
It's the studio? Okay. And they're doing a
It's
game
not
that
the
is not
one
Yakuza.
that he
and
left and he was making his own
Mhm.
game, and then he can't make his own game anymore because he wants $50 million.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he was just making Yakuza.
Yeah.
So that's the weird part.
he was-
like he left
he
to
was
make
making
the
it from
game that they're
scratch.
making.
Like the thing that helps Yakuza as a series not be $50 million a game.
They've got a whole pipeline. Like
It-
they've
yeah, is like
they did a lot
really
of work
judicious reuse of assets.
They did a lot of
Yeah.
work also for localization and streamlining and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And like, if you don't have all of that baseline, yeah, video game development can be really expensive.
Well, it is. And then you build this baseline to make it less expensive. It's still expensive, but not as. Why did he do? I still don't. So what's this one about? I got there eventually. It's a dude in a hat.
It
Is all I know
follows
about this
young
one.
boy Makoto Daito, who boards a ship in San Francisco, seeking to travel his mother's homeland of Japan.
Okay, so we're
Showing
going
his
from
rise to
Oh.
yeah. He's coming back. He's coming back to the homeland.
And what era?
Oh, it
You
starts in
start in
1915.
1915 and end in 1965.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it's all period. That's neat.
So he's a master showman. So
he's an
I kept thinking
entertainer.
that was a euphemism. He's an entertainment. Yeah.
So it's like Majima, but like with less fighting.
hmm So the 1929, he's in a port town dominated by Japan's navy and various Yakuza organizations.
Hmm.
And in 43, he's in Osaka during the tensions of World War II.
Is this one just going to be a real downer? Are we not gonna go on side quests about chickens? Is this?
I mean, the Yakuza games always have, to some degree, pretty heavy mainline plots.
yeah,
So
you're right.
the way that this is being addressed doesn't seem that different from Yakuza itself. It's all of the little mini stories that give the levity, like the Michael Jackson stuff.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Picture 8. You're back in Kamurocho. Probably in the 1960s there.
Will there be a boss fight with a tiger?
There better be.
I was going to say, time
Listen,
will
I'm-
tell.
Animal protection laws were much lower back then.
Kelley,
I'm sure
Kelley,
might get
there's
into
you guys are all
panda and a tiger.
no. You're all missing it. You have the opportunity here for a boss fight with a train.
I mean, I had a boss fight with the steam
Oh.
shovel and like actually like a dragon, so
Are we gonna suplex the train?
we should be able to.
I just don't want any more Zumbas to throw coffee at me again.
Roombas.
I've been Thank you, Roombas to throw coffee at me anymore. I've been traumatized.
I feel like I only want Roombas to throw coffee at me. Let's have more coffee in our Yakuza.
I could use coffee right now.
Darling, the next time that you ask me why I don't want to play video games with you anymore, I'm going to circle back to this.
Because I want coffee in them? How
No,
dare.
you said because you want coffee thrown at me.
Not at you. I said, not you specifically.
Uh-huh.
No, I call foul. There should be a statute of limitations where
And
you
here
at
we
least
are back
try
to
to
the
play a
chicken thing.
game with me occasionally and see if I've reformed. Because, I care about you enough to try and not be mean during a game once or twice. You can trust me.
Grayson plays
Once
video
or
games
twice.
with me nicer than you.
That is
He literally
untrue.
calls himself a chaos gremlin.
That is untrue and you know it. I've
He
seen him.
pops my bubble in wonder,
Mhm.
and you would never.
I do pop. Well, I mean,
So-
no, I didn't pop your bubble because you were going to just die and screw it up.
Uh-huh.
You've seen how he does. I am better. Oh, the rivalry I have with your nephew.
Hey, Cal, tell us about Raven's Watch.
It's getting
Sorry.
a Switch. It's getting a Switch 2 version and a free update. By the way, secrets to a successful marriage: don't play video games together.
Bull.
But
Play more
that's
video
how we
games together.
met. That's how you and Vaughn met.
But that's successful dating, not successful.
Wait, isn't that how Sam and
marriage.
Scott met?
Nope.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was like a thing for you guys too.
There are some things that work when you're courting that don't work, 10 years later.
Like playing video
because
games
when we're
together.
courting,
there you go.
it's
That's
all
right, Kel.
picnic baskets. But as soon as we get married, it's throw me in the goddamn lava.
Well, that's because you're family now.
Like I've said, I would never play like Power Wash Simulator with you because you would just mess things up. And he's like, yeah, you're right.
Andy makes up what
mess.
I would do to him in video games at this point, and then tells me that's why he won't play with me. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. But now that you thought of it, yeah, I'd probably try it once.
See?
We got together because of games.
Predicting the future.
And yeah, he confirms got together because of games. We also worked in the same office. I think that contributed it a little bit more. And yeah, Vaughn says that he would draw dicks with the power washer.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So, where was I?
Raven's Watch.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, Raven's Watch is getting a Switch 2 version and a free update. This is a top-down action roguelike I've never heard of. But
I've heard of it. Yeah, roguelike, Diablo-ish sort of thing.
I've heard of it because I feel like the last couple of times that we've done news stories about Raven's Watch, we've all gone, does anybody remember what this game is?
You're finally
Like
starting
all
to
these
remember.
So you're having to remember this game.
Something like that, yeah.
Memories of the game.
Do you remember the time when we covered Raven's Watch? Do you remember the time we looked it up?
This next story is for you.
Uh-oh.
Path of Exile 2 is getting a Return of the Ancients update.
Oh. So this thing, okay.
This is the final update before the 1.0 launch.
Cool. Let me know when the 1.0 is out.
Okay.
I decided.
I like that answer. Good answer.
I have
Everybody
enough.
has to applaud like we're on Family Feud. Good answer. Good
I have enough of these games. I can't keep up on your early access. Like, there's skills to develop when you're playing these games, and like, I only have forget it. I've got my cow game. I'm good. Go away.
Earlier this week, before Chris went away on the work trip, turns to me and says, "You have to feed the cats tonight. It's my time of the month."
I was a werewolf and I had to do my werewolf quest. It's the only time. I was a full moon. It's the time of the month where I'm a wolf and I'm stuck as a wolf and I gotta do wolf things.
Can I interject?
Yes.
We should have an RPGamer Family Feud game night with,
man,
with the
let's do that.
1987.
We should record that.
1987 Family Feud.
Write that down. Who's going to kiss all the ladies?
Extra Life.
Oh, that does sound like an Extra Life.
Because, my God, Abandonware has the one I played as a child. And it makes me so happy because everyone's so creepy looking in it. I'm like,
it's probably the one that I played too.
Where they like their heads and their mouths don't look like they align properly. Yeah. I'm just like, oh my God, we need to do this somehow. Let us know if you would support us playing Ye Old Family Feud.
This sounds like fun.
Especially when the questions are, again, they're from the 80s. So it's things like, what would your wife say when, Oh, I don't even have
we surveyed 100 people on the streets of New York, and we asked them, what is one thing you make sure to bring with you when you travel?
Yep, something like that.
Yep. I watch a game show streamer, so we watch lots of Family Feud and other shows like it.
I have a huge love of the Family Feud, and I love Jeopardy. I'm not good at either, but I love them both.
So, Chris, is 1.0 going to be free? Or do you know? For Path
I
of
don't
Exile?
know, actually. Are you asking, are they going to go free to play once 1.0 hits?
Yeah.
Because it's not free to play right now? Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. So the good thing about being addicted to Project Gorgon right now is that I've completely disconnected from PoE news and community and streaming, and I haven't been like staying absolutely up to date on all the knowledge. So,
okay.
I just don't have answers for you, except the one thing I can guarantee you is there will be a very, very large skill tree and probably more than one.
Yeah,
So
I've heard as such.
they have the druid now, so, turn into a bear.
But that
Or a
was
dragon.
that was all of the regular news. Now for the new releases. Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity, The Only Way update is launching next week.
What does that mean?
I
can't keep up with Guild Wars 2 expansions. Like, do they have full expansions? Or are they just little content packs? Is it a combination?
This is a content pack. Adds 5 chapters of the expansion story, taking place to the Eternity Gardens map. Also adds 2 new mastery tiers, 6 new expansion relics, new legendary accessories, etc., etc. So you can look forward to that if you're a Guild Wars player. Stone Machia is releasing later this month, specifically on May 26th. Let's see. There's a demo currently out on Steam right now, and world inspired by Italian art and folklore. It's the best summary I can come up with.
This is a weird looking one, right?
Yeah. Oh, here's exciting news. Mina the Hollower is coming out finally.
Oh, the Shovel Knight people have their game.
Yes.
Yay.
May 29th.
Yeah, I love it. There was some reference somewhere from one of the staff where it was like trailer, underscore version 5, underscore final, underscore version 6. And that was like their whole post. And
So
it was just cracking me up seeing that.
This is more akin to a Link to the... Which one is the Game Boy one again? Link's Awakening?
So this is very much like Link's Awakening having a baby with a Metroidvania. Go forth and explore.
I want this game to do good because I've heard that Yacht Club Games isn't doing well. Is that rumor?
I have no info. No idea.
Okay. Maybe it was just a rumor. Anyway, May 29th for $20. I might pick this up. We shall see. And then Meg's Monster is available on mobile. This was kind of the cozy game about a big monster and a little girl. And if the little girl cries...
No, you're thinking of the movie Monsters, Inc.
No, that's this game.
Oh, okay.
If the little girl cries, the world ends.
Gotcha.
So your monster character is like huge and powerful, but the little girl character is tiny and weak. So the random battles involve kind of figuring out how to protect her efficiently. This sounds like a game you would have played, Sam.
It's one I've been meaning to look at. I played one of their other games a while back, the Snowman Story one, which I thought was just okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want that much responsibility on, making sure a child doesn't cry, considering I already have to do that in my day job.
A good point.
Feel that one.
Yeah.
I do have context for the Mina the Hollower thing.
Okay.
Because I remember in December when they delayed the game.
Remember the delay
something.
in September.
So, well, it got delayed in September and then delayed in December, and then at the start of this year they pushed it out, I think, a little bit, and then it was now we have a release date. So their whole thing was basically all of their capital has gone into this game. If it sells less than 100,000 copies, they're pretty cooked. If they sell at least 200,000 copies, they'll break even. If they sell 500,000 copies, they'll be 500,000 copies or more to be golden, as they put it. This game is going to sell 1 million copies in the first 48 hours. I don't know why there's... Yeah. Anyways,
unless there's it's terrible, or if there's a game-breaking bug or something, I highly doubt that it's not going to do gangbusters.
Yeah. So,
but I've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah, so we'll see if
I haven't. I don't have HBO.
Up.
That's actually Netflix.
That's Netflix, Chris.
Netflix. Dang it! I messed up the joke. You know what's worse? I do have HBO. I don't have Netflix, so it would have been more honest too.
But that was all the new release dates. Now, do we have new releases?
I found one game called Clockwork Ambrosia. That's a Metroidvania coming out this week for PC. It's all like
Interesting.
hold on, I didn't check the sidebar. Let's double check. Our sidebar is pretty awesome. Alex is great at this.
Quartet is coming to the Nintendo Switch this week.
Yes, it is.
And
Yay.
Nitrogen Omega.
That is going broad, I think.
No, it looks like it's the full release the first time.
Tactical RPG, fighting against a world ruled by rogue AI.
Hey, fighting AI is the
PC,
enemy.
PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and Nintendo Switch.
This looked like we've had some trailers before on this. It's very anime.
So this was in Steam Early Access.
Oh, I remember this.
For a year.
This is the one where you're picking the fighting words you use. That as what your power is.
Right. Okay. All
Then
right.
we have editorial content.
Did you write something, Sam?
It's actually not on the list, but I wrote 3 things apparently.
So we have the Kingdom's Return time meeting through and the Ancient Monster review from Elena Ng.
2.5.
Matt, am I crazy, or are they aping not Life is Strange, Fantasy Life with the font on that logo?
I think so.
Which one are we talking about? The
Kingdom's Return.
I think that's font has been around the block for a few different games.
Yeah.
It just kind of has that look.
That whole logo definitely looks like Fantasy Life, yeah.
Also, shout out to Elena, who has been doing like a lot of behind-the-scenes organization of things lately. If you have been enjoying the increase in features and stuff lately, be sure to swing by the Discord and say thank you to Elena.
Yes.
Yeah,
Also, she's made it on she's been on what, 2 of our episodes or 2 backtracks? She's going to join us next time for a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yep.
Talk about jumping into a lot of things on the site.
We love it.
But as far as this game, has gorgeous graphics, cool character classes, a cheerful, lighthearted presentation, and more side-scrolling content. The negatives: limited city building capabilities, not much strategy for a strategy game, repetitive missions and dungeons, minimal interactions with NPCs in the world, and underdeveloped story and characters. So might want to skip this one. I guess they were trying for a ActRaiser dynamic and it didn't work from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it was not great.
Sounds like it. Scottfold Moonless Night, a review from Jordan. What is this about?
The Metroidvania that tries to blend Japan and Japanese like folklore, but also make it Lovecraftian, I believe.
Yeah, and it didn't do well. It got a 1.5 out of 5.
That's pretty low.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the week of a lot of really bad to okay games ended up on the site.
Mm-hmm.
With, I would say, the exception of the 2 adventure corners.
Yeah, so interesting story concepts. Guard system is interesting, but a lazy script full of typos, stiff and clunky controls, subpar and jagged visuals, banal, aimless progression, and no secrets or intrigue in the world.
You know, normally I just hate lazy as a descriptor for anything when it comes to video game development, because video game development is hard and getting a game out at all is like an amazing feat. But also, having read this review, wow, that really does feel like a lazy script full of typos.
Yeah.
I felt for Jordan. He went from having a bunch of bangers to this turd. So everybody's got to take a turd once in a while.
He hasn't quit. That's the thing that excites all of us that are like senior staffers.
We're just like, oh my god, he's okay playing a bad game. We're good. This is good.
Then Gunpool Gunman's Proof retro review from Ryan Radcliffe.
That Ryan Radcliffe guy.
Super Nintendo game. He gave this a 3.0 out of 5. Positives: Robotron. That's what it says. Fast-paced combat at fast-paced combat, negatives, the game feels like copyright infringement and no Western release. So I guess this was supposed to be like Robotron, but with a cowboy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd play the shit out of this. I'm not gonna lie.
Because the screenshots make it look like Legend of Zelda, but whatever.
It's like, what if Legend of Zelda but cowboys?
Yeah.
Is the impression that I got watching him stream this on our Twitch channel every Friday and every Tuesday beginning at 5:30 Eastern.
Woo woo.
So, Sam, do you want to talk about your adventure corners?
Yeah, sure. So the first one that we have on the list is Lost and Found Co., which is a really fun and animated hidden object game where you play a ducky and a dragon axolotl, and you help people find their belongings, only to, build a sense of community because the corpo overlords want to destroy your shrine and put condominiums on top of it. It's really fun, and I quite enjoyed it. It has some flaws. Like the hint system it's mostly okay, but definitely you'll get some hints where you're like, I have no clue what it's referring to. There's a good challenge level, and just in general, like I love hidden object games. Andi got me into the Snark Busters series like years ago to the point where I played them with my mom. But I like having a bit of creativity in my hidden object game, right? So this one, because it actually tells a full-length story and everything, I quite enjoyed it. And then the second one is Homura, the Crimson Warriors, which is a sexy ninja otome game. Which, yeah, I love otome games, sexy ninja boys. The only thing that sucks about this one is they tried to add some bizarro, like, ninja system for choices. Like, are you gonna hide behind, like, the crate, or are you gonna jump out and, like, stab the guy? Those choices don't matter. They don't add anything. They're not interesting. But the boys are pretty good. I would say, like, it's like a 3.5 out of 5 in terms of, like, the boys. So I shouldn't rate boys that way. It's not appropriate, but in otome games, it makes sense.
You like big boys?
Yeah.
Itty bitty boys?
Yeah.
City boys?
Sure.
I forget the rest of the song. Never mind.
I like boys. I like girls. So yeah, no. Again, if you like otome games, it's a new one from Idea Factory International. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And do I have to talk about the other one that's not on the list there, Kelley? But it will take 2 seconds to do.
Do it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I reviewed Trazia. We talked about it earlier. It's still shit. I gave it 1.5. Here's the pros and cons. So the pros. Most of the cheats are rad. The still art for the cutscenes is nice, except for the part where you see it every freaking chapter and it's the same one over and over again. 1992. Limitations. Hilariously bad dialogue, which one of my favorite lines in Trazia is, I asked for a boat and all I got was this lousy raft. Because the game's like, we want a boat. And then the guy's like, sure, I'll make you a boat. He's like, oh, I only had time for a raft. And I'm like, what the shit is this? I asked for a boat. The negatives. Still has terrible controls, terrible combat, and the sound mixing and soundtracks are awful. So, again, yay for game preservation. No to Trazia.
You saying they shouldn't have preserved it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, no.
Also, I got puppy kisses while I was ranting. That's very nice.
Oh, that's nice. I knew you
Willow,
were upset.
Did you suffer Trazia with me? Did you sleep through
You
it?
gotta go to a doctor if you got the Trazia.
I know, right? Ugh, it's a bad disease. Thank you,
I hear it's
Scar.
making a
More like
comeback.
Trashia. We have one more title to talk about as well. Kelley,
Yes.
tell us about the last one.
Adventure Academia, the Fractured Continent Deep Look from Michael Baker.
So we had a
this-
hilarious conversation about this on the Discord because
Yes, we did.
he was playing it in Japanese, and in Japan it has a totally different name. So when he went to figure out, like, do we actually cover this game? We had to go through the screenshots and figure out what game it was in North America. And
Yeah.
I've played it, and the entire deep look is 100% bang on. This game is just not good.
Oh.
Look, the games in that particular family, they're not good.
I wanted to like them so bad because I like a good dungeon crawler, but they
Yeah,
suck.
I 5 hour rolled this because it was just like I thought I was going to enjoy this. The screenshots all looked really interesting, and the gameplay is bad. The UI is bad. The music is bad. The dialogue is bad. There's just no part of this game is redeemable. It's just not
Man,
good.
we're playing a lot of those lately. It's almost like, 2026 has been kind of a lame year for video game releases.
Well, and
unless
this
your name
is
is Capcom.
This is an old game. This is
Fair.
part of Gaijin got a Steam Deck so that he can play all of his review codes that didn't play on his old laptop, and now he's going through them all. And this was one of them.
I need to have another conversation about self-respect.
Well, last year was such a banger year for games that
Listen, it is self-flagellation for our entertainment, and you dare not stop him.
No, I won't. We all like each other's pain too much.
what did we say on April 1st brings the worst, Matt? You can't appreciate a good game without playing a bad one or two.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, we.
Yeah.
Like, what did we have a phrase? No, we didn't have a phrase, but there was that. Yes. Yep. You got to play the stinkers to know the great ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I have good news and bad news.
Uh-oh. What is it?
We are not going to be here next week. No show.
Oh.
Sorry.
No.
We're going to a board game convention with some friends.
It should be really fun.
Yay!
That sounds great.
It is Cthulhu themed. No, wait, it's unicorn
Cthulhu
themed.
versus unicorns.
It's both Cthulhu and they couldn't decide, so it's Cthulhu versus unicorns. So you got to pick a side.
So one of our friends, actually, if you spend any time in the Twitch chat, you probably will recognize the name Sorrel. Sorrel's wife is printing us unicorn horns to wear.
Yeah.
So we
Awesome.
are very excited about that.
That's perfect.
I'm so stoked.
I support.
That'll be fun. This is a different convention, but it's the same gathering with friends we did last year because we're doing that every year now. It seems that I got COVID in last year, so hopefully this time no
Yay.
COVID.
Please no
So
COVID.
let's see if Chris learns his lesson and wears his mask at the tables.
How many times are you gonna rub that in?
I'm
Rub that
I'm
in?
I'm not rubbing it in.
You are taking sandpaper to the wound, salting up your fingers, and then pointedly jamming them in while saying, "You're gonna wear your mask at the table, right?" Like, you couldn't rub it in better than...
Yeah, I might resemble that remark.
Can you not get your COVID vaccine to help? Prevent
Well,
that,
first of
or-
all, we should have done it before now because, we're leaving in
Yeah.
2 days. Second of all, we did get the one last year, so
We get them every 6 months,
Okay.
so
Well, we
we are
missed one.
very up to date.
except we should have one right around now. I
Yeah, we'll have to do one before we go to Queer in the Middle.
Yeah.
Next month. So that'll be on our to-do list. We just need to figure out the timing around my next Skyrizi dose.
Oh man! So you're in charge of making that appointment, maybe?
Yep,
Be better.
I understand. So we'll do that, but not while we're recording a podcast.
Fine.
I know. I'm very particular about these sort of
Review.
things. So I think that's the end of the show.
Yeah, and
Before
the
we
end of
turn
our
this into
dryer
medical
cycle
cast.
too.
So thank you, Sam.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kelley.
Of course.
Thank you, Matt.
Happy to be here.
I guess we'll thank Chris.
I don't.
Thank you, Chris.
Aw.
You let me be on here,
Aw.
Yay.
even though you know it's a safety
Turn
hazard.
on the explicit tag.
I like to think I was a little calmer.
You
this
did pretty
week.
good today,
say-
Sam. You did pretty good.
I only had a
You
few
did pretty good.
dirty words and a
There you
few
go.
questionable things.
You're not living up to your reputation anymore, Sam. So
You know what?
disappointed.
Smile Cookie wrecked me.
Yeah, no, that's
And
valid.
also, just when you work with kids, you have to remind yourself, I need
Yep,
to make up a swear in
that's
the moment
true.
because I would like to say the other word and can't.
Sam, what are you
Yes.
going to be playing this week?
I'm hoping to play more Quartet because I'm really liking it.
Yay!
And I don't know what else I'm going to start. Haven't thought about it too far. So
I
right now we're just going to say
designed
Quartet.
Yuna's ultimate equipment.
Ooh.
Best Eurofant.
Ooh.
Kelley, what are you going to play this week?
It's gonna depend. My birthday is on Monday. and
Happy
I don't-
birthday!
Thank you. And I don't know what birthday Santa will bring me.
I see.
Birthday Santa.
Yeah.
Some old man with a beard's going to break into your house and give you gifts today?
Yeah, his
No.
name's Vaughn.
Birthday
Yeah.
Santa.
I was gonna say, I guess Vaughn does count since he's 43, and I'm gonna be 44, and
She lives with
he-
one. I have keys, he says.
he buys me presents. I do know one of my presents is a gargantuan Bahamut figure from WizKids.
Okay.
I'm
Ooh.
curious how big it is because the box has been sitting in the living room since like January,
Mm.
and it's a pretty big box.
Ooh, fun.
So that's
Oh my
gonna be-
gosh. I just live update. I just got sent a picture of my unicorn horn.
Oh, cool.
And the artist has told us that their craft room now has craft herpes.
You mean glitter?
Glitter was
Yes.
involved, yes.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Should I give my gargantuan Bahamut craft herpes?
Oh.
Put glitter on him?
That's
Or
a
you get those
decision
like
you got to make.
bedazzle. You could bedazzle it.
This all sounds amazing, and I look forward to future updates.
Rhinestone Bahamut.
Yeah, no, it'll be bedazzle the Bahamut so that he has extra sparkle.
Rhinestone Bahamut.
Everyone that works into bedazzling right now don't know why.
Matt, save us. What are you going to be playing this week?
Oh, I'm going to be playing Pocopia.
Okay. Chris, are you
I
going to
will.
play anything other than Project Gorgon?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to play board games.
Right.
I have no
Uh,
choice. I'll be at a table without a computer.
That's
Well, I
true.
might have a computer, but I won't be playing this, that's for sure.
I'm going to be playing Elementalists and doing board game convention stuff when I feel well enough to do so. And hanging out with friendos. So I'm
Yay.
excited. Sorry we will miss next week. We hope you enjoy the time off, and we will be returning in 2 weeks on May 23rd. And thank you, Dale North, for our awesome theme music. Thank you, Forecast, for our encoding. And thank you, dear listener. We wouldn't be anywhere without you.
Did we
And
did we
of
thank
course,
Ed
love
Walker for no
hearing from
reason?
you.
We should thank Foxworth.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Ed.
And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. So, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.